Good afternoon, students. Welcome to online class. So, those who are watching the video, please take out your social science book and take out chapter 2, history chapter 2, new kings and kingdoms. So, we'll be discussing today this new chapter. So, here, first of all, we'll learn about Rajput kingdoms. Then comes to Turkish inventions. Number 3, the Palas of Bengal, kingdoms in the north-south region. So first one, today we'll be discussing about the Rajput kingdoms. So here you see the timelines. Timelines are here. See, 750 CE to 700 CE, Palas rose to power. Then again you see 7 to 800 CE. So many kings were there. Nagabhatta was the founder of Gujarat Prathahara kingdom. Then comes the Dharampala founded the Pala dynasty. Then Dhurba, Dharubhasa, again from 800 CE to 900 CE. So these were the timelines. And the last CE, that is 1300 CE, was the Prithviraj Chauhan for 2 battles of Tarain with Muhammad Ghori. So today we'll be discussing about Rajput kingdom. So on the screen also you can see Harshavardhana, the powerful ruler. So you have to remember this name, very important, Harshavardhana, the powerful ruler in the Deccan region, died in 700 CE. So till now, then, it was the kingdom of Palas. Palas ruled all over the region. After the death of Harshavardhana, a number of powerful kingdoms rose in the north and the Deccan and the southern India. Among them, the Rajputs took over the northern and western India. So here, many other powerful rulers came and captured. Among them, Rajputs were also a powerful dynasty who captured northern and western India. So let's see the word Rajput. Rajput or Rajputra in Sanskrit refer to the great warrior. Rajput means great warrior, who are basically known as Kshatriyas. So you have to remember this. So today we'll be discussing about the Rajput kingdoms. So Rajput means mainly we can say the states like Gujarat, Rajasthan and many other states were ruled by the Rajputs. The Rajputs claim themselves to be Suryavanshi. The word Suryavanshi is a descendant of the sun. That means they came from sun. Suryavanshi. Remember this word Suryavanshi or Chandravanshi. Sun or moon. Descendants of sun and moon. They were staunch Hindus and ruled the area of the present-day Rajasthan. Some of the most important Rajput rulers were Gurjara, Pratiharas of Mandor, the Chauhans of Ajmer, the Parmas of Malwa, and the Chandelas of Bundelkhand. So these were the place where Rajput rulers they ruled. Ruled first of all the Rajasthan. Next comes the Chauhans of Ajmer. So we came to know something about Rajputs. Rajputs means Suryavanshi or Chandravanshi. Suryavanshi means the descendants of sun and Chandravanshi means descendant of moon. So now see the next, the Chauhan of Ajmer. The Chauhan of Ajmer ruled the region in the vicinity of Delhi and Ajmer. So Ajmer, the Chauhans they ruled mainly Delhi and Ajmer. Okay. In the beginning, its founder was said to be Ajaya Raja, who was a chieftain under Gujra Pratiharas. Means he also worked for the Rajputs and later on he himself founded Chauhan dynasty. He declared himself as an independent ruler after the decline of the Gurjara Pratiharas. Decline means they were defeated by other king and founded the Chauhan dynasty. His capital was named after him as Ajmeru or Ajmer. That's all about Chauhan dynasty. So one of the famous ruler in China, Chauhan dynasty was Prithviraj Chauhan. The most renowned Chauhan ruler was Prithviraj Chauhan, who ascended the throne in 1177 CE. His court poet Chand Bardai wrote a long poem called Prithviraj Raso in his praise, which describes the king's valor and bravery. So among his kingdom, there was a person who wrote a poem in the name of Prithviraj Chauhan. In that poem, it was described about the bravery of the King Chauhan. He fought 2 battles in Trine with Muhammad Ghori in 1191 CE and 1192 CE respectively. So Prithviraj Chauhan, he fought 2 battles in 1191 and 92. Remember this one? In the first battle of Trine, he defeated Muhammad Ghori. However, in the second, he was defeated and later killed. This battle is believed to be turning point in the history of India. So first he defeated Muhammad Ghori and later he was defeated and he was killed, and it was the turning point. Okay, it took turn in Indian history. The Gurjara Pratiharas. This is one of the dynasty who ruled long. According to many historians, the Gujaras were the companion of the Hunas, a tribe from Central Asia, and invaded, means captured India at the end of the 5th. Founder of the kingdom was Nagabhata I. 730 and to 756. He established his kingdom in Rajasthan, Punjab and Gujarat. So you have to note down this particular dynasty. They captured or established their kingdom, one kingdom in Rajasthan, Punjab and Gujarat. One of his successor, Nagabhatta II. So Nagabhatta I, Nagabhatta II captured what? Kanuj and made it his capital. His grandson Bhojawan 1836 to 1886 C was the most powerful ruler of his dynasty. His successor, however, turned out to be weak and inefficient. They were defeated by Mahmud of Ghazni in 1018 CE. So this was all about the Gujara or Pratihara's dynasty. They were defeated by Mahmud Ghazni in 1018 CE. Next come the Sulankis. This is one of the present Gujarat. They rule this dynasty. This dynasty ruled over the area of the present day Gujarat. Their most important contributions were temple architecture like the Dilwara temple at Mount Tabu and Sun temple at Modhera, Gujarat. The most powerful ruler of this dynasty was Siddharaj Jayasingha. So remember this name of the Solankis. So this is the part 1 video of this chapter. You try to go through this entire timeline and understand it. Accordingly, the chapter has been framed. Okay. So we'll continue next class. Next class we'll learn about Turkish inventions. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day.